So this here is our brand new Type 95 Hago light tank. Now, this is a prop tank, we will admit. It was actually used in filming the Pacific, the miniseries. But as for the real deal, they start producing these in Japan in 1936 and continue to produce them all the way into 1943. Now these see action all across the Pacific, not only on the little islands that us Americans are fighting over, but also all across mainland Asia in places like China, Manchuria, Mongolia, Korea. They see action on all those places. They do okay early on. They've got a 37mm gun that could punch through about 1.5 inches of armor at 900 feet. That does fine against most tanks of the time, but when you start seeing American tanks like the M3 Stuart, those have 2 inches of armor maximum. So it can't punch through that very easily. Now on the other hand, these tanks have just under 1/2 inch of armor at the thickest point. So you can see how that would quickly become a problem against American armor. This tank in particular is painted for the Manchuria campaign. You'll notice the distinctive yellow stripe going up the side. That was mostly to break up your outline in the jungle and also to make sure your own airplanes didn't bomb you. The engine in this tank is actually from an Australian Falcon, XA or XB. The fun thing about the motor in this tank is that it's the same motor in Mad Max's car in the original movie. So this tank really wasn't meant to be used on its own against other tanks. It was mostly supposed to be used in an infantry support role, with infantry advancing alongside or behind it through pretty rough jungle terrain that it could handle fairly well, being so light. So this guy had a crew of 3 originally. You had your gunner / commander in the top. He fulfilled both roles. You had a driver down here, and then across from the driver you had a machine gunner or assistant driver if need be. So this tank we are very happy to have here in our collection at the museum.